I went to Coronado High School, graduating in 1984. So in my senior year, I had no direction towards college. And I was actually working through the HERO program at the time, which was the home economic related occupations, because I was working in restaurants and things like that. And then the JAGS coordinator at the time said, hey, you should go jump into JAGS because we have some opportunities with Motorola coming up. And I said, okay. And I was debating whether to go in the Army or not. And then the Motorola offered night classes for high school credit to learn to solder and do electronic assembly. And if you passed the class, then once you turned 18 and they had open positions, you were offered an opportunity. So I came in with about 60 people out of a variety of different ways, but some of us were JAG students. And 2 of us are still at General Dynamics today. Motorola was bought by GD back in 2001. So it's pretty awesome, right? That you start like that, and it was just by happenstance, and was able to take that and turn it into a career that's taken me pretty far in the company. And I've been all over the world, and so it's a great story. I started working at the McDonald's on Scottsdale Road by Coronado High School when I was 14 years old, because I was a big kid and they didn't ask for ID back in the day. And I worked there for 2 years and became a partner trainer. And then when I turned 16, we had a big party to celebrate me turning 16, and they fired me because they had hired me illegally. And then they hired me back the next day as a full-time employee, but I lost all my vacation. So that's a company that they know how to train people. They know how to give you work ethic. I mean, you come in with work ethic, but if you're willing to do stuff, they'll give you all the tools and training that you want. And if you do more, they'll give you more. And that's kind of how, I wound up in the HERO program, home economic related occupations. And I was thinking about becoming a chef and a couple other things, and then debating going in the Army. So I wound up in the theater program at Coronado. From my freshman year on, I learned a lot about public speaking and that kind of stuff, and thought maybe a career in like stage handing or something like that, but thank goodness that didn't happen. So the JAGS coordinator at the time tapped me and said, or actually the HERO person said, you should go over to JAGS, you'd be better over there. So, which was life-changing for me as far as I'm concerned. I come from a blue-collar family, so I didn't have any idea what I was going to do after college, after high school. I knew I wasn't going to college. It just wasn't in our family's tree. And when I got to the Motorola program, it was intense. You had to learn a lot of things pretty quickly, and those of us that picked it up, you immediately were recognized by the Motorola employee instructors that this is definitely somebody we want to go hire. One of my friends from high school, Devin Hostetler, was in the program with me and is still at GD to this day. So it's the 2 of us, or out of the 60 people that got hired in, we're the 2 that made it. So this far. I came in at the bottom of Motorola at $5.35 an hour as the lowest level person you can be. And Motorola, not unlike the McDonald's experience, gave you all the opportunities in the world. And if you took them, you could grow. So I got a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a technician degree, or technician training. And all of that has led me through a career through the company. I'm a program management professional, and I'm a senior director at the company. I mean, I've been here 36 years, and I've never not grown. And in that time, my family and I moved to Alabama to open a new facility for Motorola. I've traveled all over the world for the company, and it's just something that you would never think of. And in my current role, I manage 120 people, and we have about 7,000 suppliers that report into my organization. My wife always jokes, because when we got married 32 years ago, we had zero money because we were working. She and I were both at the company, and it was tough having kids young. I had kids when we were 21. And we actually joked, we said, somebody has to raise the children and somebody has to go to school. We can't do both, right? So it worked out. But I had tremendous mentors at the company and people that really helped me through my career once I got in. So I do that for a lot of people because you have to have somebody sponsor you. And the only reason I went to college was because somebody forced me to go. They said, you need to go get educated. I'm like, there's no way. And there was a way. It just took a lot of work.